For those who refuse to put away their toys, a tough road lays ahead. A road paved in dirt, damage, and dollars. Another weekend and another selection from the world's largest Matchbox collection is at the head of the class for show and tell. Continuing our coverage here in the New Holland Arena in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, getting ready to crown 2 more champions before we wrap things up and head on to our next stop on the 2019 season. We already crowned 2 champions in show number 1, the wheelie competition. That went to Jessica Braukmann in the Be Aware Chevrolet. And racing went to young Triton, Robbins, a crazy train machine out of Lawton, New York. 2 more champions to be crowned. Wheelies and racing, it's coming up. Stay with us. The wheelie competition highlights are next.
This edition of Monster Power is brought to you in part by Monsters Monthly. For up-to-date show and ticket info, articles, event breakdowns, and a wide selection of photo and video galleries, visit monstersmonthly.com.
Back at the New Holland Arena here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex, you are looking at Billy Braukmann in Shockwave out of Somerville, New Jersey. We are just about to get going with monster truck racing action. Before we do that, we're going to take you back and show you the highlights from the wheelie competition. Started off with Billy the Kid Braukmann in Shockwave. Wasn't the wheelie competition he was hoping for. One big hit, and when he got on the gas, he bent up a bottom 4-link bar on the left-hand side. You see it right there, the chrome bar underneath. Now that bar locates the rear end of that truck. He could not continue on with that bar folded up like that. The next vehicle out was the guy who won racing in show number 1, Triton Robbins, in the crazy train out of Lawton, New York, and he got after it. Truck with a low, wide stance. Actually dug the K-rail completely up and out of the ramp there, but he got 2 solid hits. He would take the lead at this point. The next vehicle up, one of the wildest in the field, Bill Solly out of Golden, New York. This is the Instigator, owned by Paul Broad out of Airville, Pennsylvania. Watch this hit. Pass vertical on one wheel and back on the ground. The big Ford out of Pennsylvania, with that hit alone, would take the wheelie competition lead. Lines up his second hit. With that K-rail going away, not quite what the first hit was, but it was still a solid pair of hits that would put Instigator into the number 1 spot. Moving into the wheelie competition, General Hazard now, Cooper Cornelius, out of Delta, Pennsylvania, the other half of the Paul Broad team for this weekend. He attacked the center jump, not quite getting what he wanted out of it, but getting some nice hang time. The big orange Ram out of Pennsylvania, right back to that center jump from the other side. This time he took a big run at it. Nice vertical hit there. Not quite enough, though, to take it away from the Instigator with Bill Solly, who almost put the big Ford on its top. Now, the other Solly, Wayne Solly out of Lanford, New York, nothing but trouble. And he was having nothing but trouble in the wheelie competition. Could not get this truck to do what he needed it to do here. He, like Cornelius, went for that center mount. Nice hang time right there, but just not enough after what went on earlier in the competition. The final vehicle in this competition would be the champion from show number 1, Jessica Braukmann in the Be Aware Chevrolet. And you know, the team did not want to have to fix 2 trucks after this competition. You have to wonder if that's why she went for the smaller jumps out center track that were put there for the tough truck course. Brought it around, went to the tough truck jump on the other side of the track and got this over with pretty quick. That would give the win to Bill Solly in the incredible launch in the Instigator Ford. He is your wheelie champion here at show number 2. Look at him dig the wheelie bar in. Stay with us. Monster Truck Racing Chicago style is up next. Welcome back to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We get ready for the semifinals in Monster Truck Racing. Before we go there, we're going to take you back to round number 1 and show you how we got to this point. In the evening, you see the first pair of round number 1, Jessica Braukmann in the Be Aware Chevrolet, still working on that seat time. She matches up with Wayne Solly out of Langford, New York, in the Nothing But Trouble Chevrolet out of Rush, New York. A little bit of a hesitant start for both vehicles. Solly has been having some apparent problems. You see the blue smoke coming out from under the truck. But he was a shoo-in here with Jessica Braukmann. She was having all kinds of problems getting around this course quickly, making a better run of it than she did in show number 1. But Wayne Solly was there first. Nothing but trouble. The big, bad Chevy out of New York moves on in Monster Truck Racing action. He'll go to the semifinals. Second pairing, there you see Cooter Cornelius on the far side of the racetrack in the big orange Ram out of Delta, Pennsylvania, lining up with show 1 racing champion Triton Robbins in Crazy Train. Very aggressive start from both. Cornelius keeping it low over the first jump, but it looked like he was having problems with the rear steering. He actually missed the racing ramp on that second run around. Triton Robbins across the finish line with the victory, and a big launch from Cooter Cornelius as he crosses the finish line with a losing effort all the way over to the corral doors. Final pairing of round number 1, your wheelie winner, Bill Solly in the Instigator, taking on Billy Braukmann in the Shockwave. The Ford out of Pennsylvania being driven by the man out of Golden, New York, taking on Billy the Kid Braukmann out of Somerville, New Jersey in Shockwave. And the big jump off the starting line goes to Bill Solly in the Instigator. Braukmann looked good until he got to the outside of the first turn, and that slowed him down solid. Heading into the final corner with the lead a little bit out of shape, but he drives across the finish line for the victory. Braukmann would have to hope for that fast loser position going into the semifinals, because we pull 3 winners out of this first round. When we head into this semifinal round coming up, we'll have to pull the fastest loser back to the starting line to face off with one of our 3 victors. And that's where we go right now. There you see Wayne Solly in the Nothing But Trouble Chevrolet, and we have our answer right there. It is Billy the Kid Braukmann in Shockwave who took that fast loser position going into the semifinal round. Now, Cooter Cornelius actually very fast across the finish line. Remember, he missed the ramp on the side nearest the cameras. That would DQ him from racing. So Wayne Solly went into the final round. Show number 1, he took on Triton Robbins and Crazy Train. That Nothing But Trouble truck, that's the old Crazy Train. Right now, he's matched up with Billy Braukmann, who would love to get himself into a final round here. Braukmann with the lead coming out, and a great turn. Dirt tracking it. Now Solly taking a little bit of both of them. A little bit of bobble coming out, a little bit out of shape for Braukmann. He will not correct in time, and Wayne Solly will head to his second final round of the weekend in a nothing but trouble Chevrolet. Out of Rush, New York, Billy Braukmann will head into the pits and get ready for freestyle. You see the flashing lights of Triton Robbins. Incredible, crazy train. Out of Lawton, New York, he will take on the Pennsylvania-based Instigator Ford, being driven by Bill Solly out of Golden, New York. Bill knows his brother is already there. He would love to make this an all-Solly final round. Triton Robbins moving up to the starting line. He is staged. Bill Solly moves to the starting line. He is staged. We await the light. Even start for both, a little bit of a lead to Triton Robbins, and a huge launch for Bill Solly. Problems in the corner. Robbins will take a lead going away. Can he parlay it into a victory? Solly is all over the course. Robbins a little bit hesitant as he was looking at the tailgate of the Instigator Ford, but he came around. It will be another crazy train, nothing but trouble final round as Solly is all over the inside of that track. He was not able to make it a brother versus brother final round, but this means that Triton Robbins has a shot to take 2 for 2 and be the sole racing winner in 2019 in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Stay with us. The finals are next. Back inside the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex, getting ready for the final round, the championship race between Crazy Train, Triton Robbins, and the old Crazy Train. That's the Nothing But Trouble Chevrolet being piloted by Wayne Solly. Robbins with the lead coming out. Solid, strong into the corner, but problems coming out of the corner. Triton Robbins heading into the final turn with a big lead. And Crazy Train will go 2 for 2 in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, as Wayne Solly finishes sideways across the center of the track. The horn of the Crazy Train machine. Got to be an exciting night for that guy. He is your sole racing champion this year in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Last year, that championship went to one team, but 2 trucks. This year, 1 truck claims the racing championship. You see the checkered flags come out as our 2 racing finalists head into the pits. We get ready to bring out our first monster truck freestyle participant. This is Jessica Braukmann in the Be Aware Chevrolet out of Somerville, New Jersey, and again trying to get in more seat time each time out. This team does not run year-round. This is not their full-time gig, so anytime they get in these trucks is a learning experience. She is getting faster and faster each time she runs, though. Sticking to the racing lanes right now, but she is keeping the momentum up, and that's number 1 in Monster Truck Freestyle. If nothing else, keep the speed up. move from obstacle to obstacle. I'd say she needs to get to the center of the track and hit some of the bigger jumps, but I'm not sure what's going on back in the pits right now as she bounces off to the right-hand side. See what she's got left here. Nice hit right there and up on 2. It looks like she's going to wrap it up right there. Strong start for Jessica Braukmann out of Somerville, New Jersey in the Be Aware Chevrolet. Her kid brother now rolls out of the tunnel in the Shockwave Chevrolet. You see the front of this truck, it's got cross-stitching and Band-Aids on it. The last 2 times we saw it were in Sarver, Pennsylvania and Salisbury, Maryland. In Pennsylvania, he endoed coming over the bus stack, and in Salisbury, he snapped the right front tire off. Every time they do a little more damage to the front end bodywork on this truck. That's why. Now he's turning it up a notch. He was getting some big hits and show number 1. He gets a nice one there. But the truck falls down.
We got a little mixed up in our radio testing. Fire out, buddy, and keep on going, buddy.
All right, what we're hearing from track announcer Jeff Bursey is that they accidentally detonated the RII. They were testing, I guess, the truck back in the pits, and they accidentally shut down Billy Braukmann's Shockwave. But he'll continue on. Let's see what he's got. Cutting into a little donut there, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and bring it to a stop. Not a bad run, a little bit short, pretty sweet. Got some nice air in there, not quite a full donut out of it, but this is another truck that we love seeing up and down the road. Each time we see this guy, he goes a little bit harder, a little bit faster, and he gets a lot wilder. One you're going to definitely want to keep an eye out for. Get a chance to see him now. Bill Solly, the instigator. Truck out of the Extreme 4x4 Incorporated team out of Airville, Pennsylvania, takes to the track. Remember, he was the one who put the truck past vertical in the wheelie competition. Now, here in freestyle, let's see what he's got. This is just for the fans. Solly getting a little bit wild right there as he crosses it up, coming over the outside racing lane near the tunnel. It's about a revolution there as he heads back around, and it sounds like he may be having a transmission problem. Nice hit right there over the inside racing lane. Sliding it around. Headed up the middle. Big hit. Got the crowd cheering there in the big Ford out of Pennsylvania. And I think he is going to wrap it up. We are going to take a quick break. We have 3 more to go here in freestyle. Stay with us. Monster Power returns. Arena in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Cooter Cornelius in the General Hazard Ram gets ready to throw down a freestyle. He had to be the wildest guy in here earlier. Cut out one of the best cyclones we've seen so far, and he starts off throwing a front end in the air. Right up against the wall over there as he heads heads on around. Got a heavy right foot and a lot of horsepower in this machine. Here we go again. Throwing dirt all over the New Holland Arena. Cuts out an awesome cyclone. That seems to be his specialty. Another big hit on the far side as he heads on around. Thought he might cut into another one there. He's going to go down center now. Just tags the throttle right at the base of the ramp and it throws the front end straight up in the air. So far, move to move, probably the best freestyle we've seen. Certainly not at a deficit when it comes to hang time. Watch that wall over there. He's getting close to the far end. Said the light's still green. I'm going to keep on going. Big hit off the center mound. And he's going to shut it down right there. Good Cornelius out of Delta, Pennsylvania. The General Hazard. Banging on here in the New Holland Arena. He's real close to home and he loves to throw down for these fans inside the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex. Each year he's one of the favorites in this competition, not getting the racing runs he was really hoping for, but he knocked it out in 2 freestyles back to back. Doing a great job. Now here comes the other Solly in the Nothing But Trouble Chevrolet. Truck and driver out of the state of New York. Wayne filling in for Michael Cole, who we're used to seeing at the wheel of this machine. We got a chance to see him run a couple times last year. At the end of last year, competed in the points championship we followed in 2018. Now in 2019, we get a look at Wayne Solly behind the wheel of this big Chevrolet. Still smoking quite a bit out of the back, but he's turning the speed up. Shut down, restarted right there. He gets rolling real quick. Didn't lose any time. The big Chevrolet falls down again as he rolls to a stop on top of the racing tabletop. And I think they're going to call it quits right there. We may have to call the loader out to tow him off the track as Triton Robbins and the Crazy Train is getting set in the tunnel to come on out. Well, we hear him refire it, so it looks like Solly will drive off the track under his own power, hopefully, as Triton Robbins heads on out in the Crazy Train, and Solly will indeed head toward the tunnel. No stop in the show as we get right back to Monster Truck Freestyle with Triton Robbins in the Crazy Train. Blares the horn, flashes the lights, and here we go. Big hit to open it up. It may not be for points, but you know he's trying to rival what Cornelius did with General Hazard machine as he comes down hard. Look, the face is off. Tore the lights out and everything. You see one of the headlights dangling there in the front of the chassis as he bounces across the racing lanes of the tough truck course. Kicking the dirt up, little donut out of him as he staggers it across the top of the jumps there. A lot of momentum in this run. Way out by the wall. Corner to corner. Running all the way back to the center for a big jump. Part of the fender hanging off there by the driver's side window, and he brings it to a stop. And I think that's going to be it for the Monsters here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Triton Robbins wrapping it up, tearing up some fiberglass, no big deal. What a weekend it has been here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We want to thank everyone who helped us out this weekend. Jeff Mercy, Jeremiah Greasy, Andy Long, you see walking out on the track there, J.R. Seasock. Of course, our crew here at Back Channel Productions. For all of us at Monster Power, we will see you down the road.